All right. Okay. I guess everybody can hear me. Awesome. Just waiting to see who gets on, hopefully. And we will get started in less than a minute because it's almost 8 o'clock and we're going to start right on time. So in case you're curious, this is new representative training. I am going to try to do this every Sunday night at 8 o'clock so that we have some consistency with new representatives. We get new representatives all the time, and sometimes it's hard to get information out to you guys separate from the rest of the team because I have to tell you guys things that other people already know. So if you just get your information from our general meetings, you're not going to get necessarily the information that you need. So we are going to do this every Sunday night, 8 o'clock. I'm going to try to keep it a half an hour the most because it's Sunday night and 8 o'clock and everybody has stuff to do Monday morning. So, well, we have things to do said Sunday night to get ready for Monday morning, right? So we're going to get started. These are recorded, so you know. So if you miss a Sunday night, they'll all be recorded. They will be emailed to you, the recording. When they're done, they'll be emailed to you. I do have a YouTube page, Donna Rahman, DonnaRahman. That's my YouTube channel. So you can pick these all up over there or they'll get emailed to you. And I also put them on our private Facebook page for our team, and I can't emphasize enough, you guys, to please get on the Donna's Dazzling Diamond Facebook page. So it's Donna's DONNA''S, Dazzling DAZZLING, Diamonds DIAMOND, Donna's Dazzling Diamonds. If you search that in your search bar on Facebook, 3 of them come up. We have the one with about 80 team members now, I think. One of them is Mary Kay. One of them is 31 Gifts. And then the third one doesn't say Avon, but it's Avon. If I have a minute, I'm going to share the screen before we leave, and I will show you what our page looks like. You have to ask to join, and I will put you right in. So you're in there. All of our videos are posted there. Just so you know, every other Monday night, tomorrow night, Monday night, is one of those every other Mondays. Barbara Jones and I go live in Facebook, usually at Panera Bread, and we do Facebook Live, and we draw somebody from our team, and they win a prize. And the prize, you know, it's always a little thing. It's not product. Sometimes it's branded Avon stuff, or just little gifts that we have to give to you. So to qualify to be in the drawing, you have to place an order of $50 or more in the campaign. So we are going to be drawing for campaign 21, which closed last Tuesday. This past Wednesday, or closed this past Tuesday. Wednesday, 4 days ago, started campaign 22, and that campaign closes a week from this coming Tuesday. So if and when, I'm going to say if, when you place your campaign 22 order and it's $50 or more, your name is going to go in the drawing. If you put in a $100 order, your name goes in twice. 150, it goes in 3 times. If you put in an order of over $200, your name goes in 4 times. So obviously, the more you sell, the more times your name gets in, and you could be our winner. So we've had new representatives win before, so that's very cool. All right, so I know that as a brand new representative, sometimes you get a little confused about what this is all about. So I know I go over this a lot, and we're going to go over it one more time. We're going to just discuss a little bit about direct sales. So direct sales is an industry in and of itself. Banking is an industry, you know, insurance is an industry. whatever insurance company you work for, it doesn't matter. The insurance industry is its own thing. In direct sales, the same way. So there are hundreds of direct selling companies. And we earn our, okay, my daughter keeps coming in. I don't know what she's looking for. She's looking for her wallet. Oh, the little one from London. It was on the little table. Anyway, sorry. All right. So, so direct sales obviously is just what it sounds like. You sell directly to the customer. There's no middleman. There's no Target or Walgreens or anything like that. The only way Avon earns their money, hi Lavella, the only way Avon earns their money is is if we sell. So it's very important, obviously, for the direct selling company, whatever company it is, ours is Avon, that the representatives are well trained and that they sell the products for the company. The second part of this deal with Avon is it's also a network marketing company. And the network marketing aspect of it is, again, Avon needs representatives to sell the product. So as representatives, they hope and expect that we will go forth and sell their products for them. However, I live in Orlando, so I'm going to use Orlando as an example. There are 2 million or more people in the Orlando area. There's 600 representatives right now. So divide 600 into 2 million, and you'll see that we would all have to handle like 5,000 customers, and nobody's going to do that. So obviously in the Orlando area, we are lacking representatives, even though there's 600. I would also say a lot of those 600 only sell to their family or their coworkers, or they're not actively working their business. It just means they're not growing their business. They're not really earning income per se in their business. A lot of people become representatives just so they get their products for free or at a discount, and it's not their motivation to turn it into a business. So Avon needs more representatives, right? They want to be able to touch base with all 2 million people. They want all 2 million people in Orlando to have the ability to buy Avon Skin So Soft or Anew or Footworks or any of our Christmas items that we're selling this year. The only way they can do that is to get more representatives, and the only way they get more representatives is through us. So Avon pays us really well to find people who want to become representatives. That's your human resources aspect of Avon representative. You do not have to do this. As you know, no requirements on your part. However, just know as you're going out doing your business, anybody you hear, one of the things you want to start doing now is start listening more. You're going to listen to people and see what they say. And if somebody says they hate their job, or they just say, oh, I wish I had enough money for Christmas. If you offer somebody an Avon brochure and they mutter something about they love Avon, but they don't have the money, that's an opportunity to offer the opportunity to them. If nothing else, just say, if you start your own account, you could get a 20% discount minimum of everything that you buy. Maybe you can sell to a few people and even get your stuff for free, or maybe even have a few extra bucks left over at the end of the campaign. Just offer that to them. So that's the 2 avenues. That's how we earn our money, is we sell to customers and we try to find new representatives. And just know you're a new representative, so no one's going to expect, if you bring somebody into Avon, that you are going to be the trainer. Like I said, every Sunday night, I'm going to be here with the new representative training. And Lavella knows, she and I talked almost an hour today about how to find customers. So I'm here, and I'm here not just for you. I'm here for your team as well. And some of you are going to be watching this. You're on Barbara's team. Barbara's the same way. So Barbara's on my team. If you're on Barbara's team, you're on my team. We all work together, and we are here to help anybody. So don't ever feel, if you offer somebody the opportunity to become a representative, that it's going to be the onus is on you to train them. At some point we'll say, Mary, this is your 4th person. I think you need to step up and take a little ownership and help them yourself. But obviously, until you're ready to do that, we're here as well. So if you are, sorry, okay, it's just junk. If you are interested, or you find somebody who is interested in becoming a representative and you say, well, I don't even know how to get them to start, the easiest way to do that is, if you have the opportunity to meet with them personally, that would be awesome. Then you could bring them, even if you only have 1 or 2 extra brochures, just bring it to them, get them started while they're excited. If they live near you, just bring them a couple of brochures. Just say, here, offer these to people you know, start collecting orders and payment. I'm sure even at this point, or at least within the next few weeks, you're going to understand how to charge them that dollar service charge, how to figure out the tax in your county, how to add it all up, and how to collect the money. You guys are going to show them that. What you're going to do is you want to direct them to your store, your online store. So whatever your online store is, youravon.com/your name. And there's a tab there, usually at the top left, it says, become a representative. They're going to click that tab on your store to become a representative. And when they do that, they will immediately link to you. And as a brand new representative, if you do this within your first 7 campaigns, if that person places their first or second order of $150, Avon's going to send you a $50 check. If it happens after your 7th campaign, Avon's going to send you a $20 check, but you will always and forever earn 3% minimum on everything that person sells. So, even if it's only a few bucks here and there, you find a second person, then a few bucks becomes 10 or 12 bucks, and then that becomes 30 or 50 bucks, and then $100. You just keep building a team as you're building your customers. You just work both avenues of the coin here, both sides of this coin, and you could be making $200 or $300 in sales every campaign, and $200 or $300 in commission checks every campaign. You're well over making over $1,000 a month in your Avon business, and half that income is not even your work. Half that income is work you did when you found them originally, maybe spent a few weeks training them, blessed them, sent them on their way. You're there, I'm there to answer any questions they might have. And now you're just making, a few $100 every campaign on your team. And that's a beautiful thing, right? So that's double income. So you got your customers, you got your team, you combine that, and that's how people are making like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 every 2 weeks. So the other thing I want to talk about tonight is goals. I always talk about goals because I think they're super important. Goals are what drive you. So I would ask you to think about, and I know all you guys who are going to be watching this after the fact, because everybody's already texting me telling me they're going to watch this afterwards. So goals are important. So I need to know, I would love to know, I'd love for you to send me a text and email. God, I text you all the time, I email you all the time, so you have that. Why did you start Avon? What was your reason, even if you're not directly on my team? What was your reason for starting Avon? And what would you like by the end of the year? If you can't think of another goal, starting campaign. So we are in campaign 22. The last campaign for Avon's year is campaign 26. That'll happen mid-December. It'll close probably a week or 2 before Christmas, and then we start campaign 1. So even though campaign 1 happens in 2018, that's the first campaign in Avon's 2019 year. And that starts everything over again. So President's Club is actually a great thing to strive for 2019. That comes out to about average of $400 a campaign. When I started Avon, it was configured a little differently. President's Club, it doesn't matter. Let's just say I came in at maybe the 3rd or 4th campaign. I would say in the first 4 or 5 campaigns, I was my best customer. I would say my orders were anywhere from $50 to $75, $80. Most of that me. I was working full time. I didn't need the money. I actually started Avon because my youngest child wanted to buy a laptop. She was getting ready to go into high school, and she wanted to buy a laptop. It was summer. She was going into summer. I was working full time. So I lost my Avon representative. I loved Anu. I was buying all of the Anu stuff. And so I'm helping her earn the money for her laptop. I'm buying my Anu and the shampoo and the deodorant. I was just buying everything I used to buy at Target. I was buying with the Avon. And so I didn't really care. It wasn't my thing. However, I started walking and talking to people, handing out brochures. I will tell you, I never sold to a family member. I have never sold to a family member. Put that out there right now. To this day, I have never sold to a family member. I have nobody in my family that lives in Florida. I have very few family members left. That's what happens when you get to be my age. I have a brother, a sister-in-law, a niece and nephew, and their children. I was actually up there, not this weekend, but last weekend, I was up in Massachusetts visiting with them. That's basically, as far as I'm concerned, my only personal family outside of my husband, my kids. My husband has family. But for me personally, for my family, that's all I have. And they've never bought from me. I was up there now and they were just asking me a little bit about it. They could care less. And that's fine. I love them. I don't care. I never sold at work. I never sold at work because I worked for UCF. And UCF is the state and it's very tough. You're not supposed to solicit outside business, obviously. So I never solicited and never sold at work, except one lady once in a while would buy a little something. But other than that, I literally had to grow my business through strangers. And I, first few months, did not want to do that. And so I didn't. Then I started pushing a little more and pushing a little more. I really want to help my daughter get that laptop. And anyway, so the course of what I'm saying is by the end of that year, I somehow managed to make President's Club, which means I sold over $10,000 from the time I started to the end of that cycle, which was less than the 26 campaigns that you have when you start, if you start at the beginning of the year. So it can be done. As I got closer to the end, I was really close, but I wasn't there. And I did a couple of sales for my customers to encourage people to order more than they normally would. So I took no profit. I really wanted to be President's Club more than I wanted money. So I took no profit and gave them back what would have been my profit. And they put me over and I made President's Club that first year. I have never not made President's Club. And again, every single person that's my customer today is nobody that I knew before I started Avon. There's not a person on that list. Well, one person on that list. And she didn't even buy the first year that I was selling Avon. So just so you know, you can do this without knowing anybody. You can do this with no support. And at the time I was doing it, I was working a crazy full-time job at UCF for the theater department where I was working 6 and 7 days a week. I was working from 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning to 11 at night. So it can be done. I will tell you what it takes is consistency, knowing that it's not a get rich quick. Some people think if I start Avon, I'm going to have $500 worth of orders immediately because everybody loves Avon. I've talked to people. They all said they love Avon. Yes, they encouraged me to start selling Avon. What I want to tell you is, and that they're right, you know, and they will buy from you, but they're not going to buy $100 every campaign. They might buy 25 this campaign and not buy anything next campaign. Campaign later, it might be a lipstick. The campaign after that, nothing. So that's just the nature of the deal. For you to grow your business and turn this into income earning business, it requires consistency and perseverance and a knowledge that it's going to pay off eventually. You just do the work. So what do you do? So one of the things you want to do is, one of the things you can do, oh, can you do me a favor? Can you go in my room in the second drawer, you know, where my bags are? the third drawer, the what's new bags, the little plastic bags that I put things in. Would you give me those? Okay, got my daughter working for me. Okay, so one of the things you know, and I was telling Lavella about this earlier, we do Customer Appreciation Day. So you can buy, you probably got some samples in your kit, if you still have those. You say, what do I do with those? Okay, I'm getting over a cold. So you can take your samples and put them in a bag or a little basket if you have one that you got in your kit. And you take some brochures that are labeled with your contact information. And you pick, thank you, you pick 1 or 2 offices a week. And you go into the office and you say, hi, my name is Donna. I'm a representative with Avon. And Avon is having a Customer Appreciation Day. And I'm here to give you some free samples. So you're not asking permission. You're not here because it's your Customer Appreciation Day. It's Avon's Customer Appreciation Day. So it's, hi, my name is Donna. I'm an Avon representative, and I'm here today because Avon is having a Customer Appreciation Day, and I'm here to give you some free samples. How many people work in your office? And most likely they're going to go, what? Who? Oh, Avon? And you say, yes, I have samples. Free samples. How many people? And she might say 5. So 5 samples. You can give them 5 samples and 5 brochures. You're not asking permission. You're here to grant them a gift. It's Appreciation Day. Let's have samples for everybody. And you're going to give them the samples and the brochures. And if there's a business card at the desk, you pick it up and just say, is this the best number to call back to follow up so I make sure if anybody needs a different kind of sample, or to see if anybody would like to order anything? Is this a good number? And she might say yes, she might say no, she might give you a different number. If she doesn't say go away, don't ever come footing here again, no matter what happens, you smile, you thank her, tell her enjoy her day, and you go off. If you can follow up before you place your order and say, hi, you know, this is Donna. I was the Avon representative in your office with Customer Appreciation Day. I wanted to follow up, see if everybody enjoyed their sample, if there's another kind of sample somebody is interested in because I'm getting ready to submit my order, or if there's anything anybody would like. And then see what she says. The clue is, next campaign, you're in there, same office again, dropping off books. And then 2 weeks later, in that same office again, dropping off books. I swear, sometimes you have to go in 3, 4, 5 times. And then all of a sudden, somebody will have, oh, I'm so glad you walked in because I have an order. Or Susie in the back had an order. She wanted me to give it to you. They're going to know you're going to come back every campaign. People test you. It's the same thing when you leave books at doors. People will test you and see how, because so many people get a book in their door and their representative never comes back again. So many people have a representative and they place an order, and believe it or not, the representative never comes back in, doesn't even bring them the order they gave them. So people want to know that you're serious about your business. And the way you prove you're serious about your business is you always show up. So unless they say you cannot come in this office again, and on the other hand, I want to say, be respectful. It is a business. So when you go in, you keep it as short as possible unless they elongate it. If they start a whole conversation with you, that's fine. But you be professional, dress professionally. Don't go in with, a tank top and shorts and say, hey, it's the Avon lady, here I am. You walk into an office, treat it like it's an office, and treat your business like a business, because that's where they're at. They're at their business. So, longer pants, it don't have to be dress pants. It don't have to be in a suit. Doesn't have to be a dress shirt, but a nicer shirt and longer pants. I wear sneakers because I'm old and I don't like anything else. So, I'll go in with my sneakers, but I try to present a professional manner. You can ask if they have a waiting room, if they are open. Say, do you mind if I left a couple of brochures in your waiting room with your other magazines for your clients? And they can say yes or no. If they say yes, my motto is I never ask a second time. When you go in the next time to give them their books, do check your brochures. If they're there, if they're ripped, if they've been, ripped, colored on, whatever, throw them away and put new brochures there. If they are in fine shape, you might still want to throw them away, not throw them away, excuse me, take them away and put new brochures there. Not even necessarily current brochures, but if the brochures that were in the office were campaign 20 and we're now in 22, take the 20s away and put 21s there. Even though you might be giving the ladies in the office 22s, you might want to just leave the 21s in the waiting room. You don't have to overthink this too much, though. Just don't overthink it too much. So whatever, but always leave your stuff tidy and make sure it always looks nice so they're not having to clean up your mess. So that's offices. Offices are great. You find out when they get paid. That's when you deliver. That's when you get your orders and your payment. So it all works out perfectly. They're always there. You can make 2 or 3 deliveries in one stop. Love all that stuff. Offices are great. Another way to find customers is we have, and I can give you the item number for these. This is a little pack, and they come in this little plastic bag, and you whip them out. Ta-da! These are the What's New bags. We call these clear literature bags. There are 50 to a set. They're 80 cents for 50. I can give you the item number for these little guys. These are the best things you'll have on clear literature bags. The number is 058-433, 058-433. You get 50 for 80 cents. What do you do with these little guys? Well, for my customers, if they didn't order, they get a brochure every campaign, even though if they ordered or not. Obviously, if they ordered, the new brochure goes in their bag. If they didn't order, then a brochure gets hung on their door in one of these little guys. See, you got the little hole here. Just put that through the doorknob, and you hang it up. The other thing, you take these old brochures. So if you have campaign 19 or 20 brochures, we're doing 22 now, and you're like, what do I do with these? I would suggest as a new representative, pick 10 or 15 houses and make a note what street you're on. And you're going to put 10 or 15 brochures, one in a bag. And you walk that neighborhood and you hang them on doors. And if you want to, and if you're clever like this, you could even write a little note. I actually have it in my note in the Facebook, our Facebook page. It's just basically, why is there an Avon brochure in your door or on your driveway? Because we were tossing. So tossing is just, like the mailman toss it, or the paper boy, right? Tosses the newspapers. When people have, and I have sometimes, 50, 60, 100 old brochures, and you just got to get them out of the house. I get 2 of these, fill up 100 brochures and 100 bags with a little piece of paper that says, why is there a brochure in your driveway? And we just start tossing in neighborhoods. You do get somebody that'll call you 6 months later and go, oh, I've been hanging on this brochure forever. But you don't need to do that. Even if you only have 10 brochures, find 10 houses, hang them on 10 doors. Next campaign, same exact 10 houses. Hang the next campaign on their door. And you do this 3, 4, 5 times and see if you get a call. Again, people get brochures hung on their door all the time, and the representative never comes back. They never follow up. So you want to just do that. Leave it again and again, 2, 3 times on their doors. So make a note which street you did, what house numbers you did. You can say, I started with 101 and went down the first 10 on that side of the street. The first 10 houses on that side of the street. I did it, and do it for at least 2 more campaigns, and see if you get calls. So that's what you don't do that with current brochures. Do that with older brochures. So once you click to 22, if you have any 20s or 21s left over that you might have gotten from somebody, you're going to use those brochures, okay? The 22s, go to your customers and customers you're trying to find face to face. So those are two ways. Customer Appreciation Day at the offices, you're going to give. You can go into a parking lot with a bag of samples and say, anybody walking out of the grocery store, out of the department store, be very careful where you go. You know, malls that have like a Target or a mall, they will, any place where you know there's a security guy that drives around, don't do it. They're going to kick you out. They're not going to arrest you or call the cops, but they'll kick you out. If they kick you out and they see you again, they might, but first time they're just going to say, you can't do that here, go away. But Aldi's, Walmart, neighborhood stores, we've done them. Stores like that, walk around with either lipstick samples or fragrance samples and brochures. Just give yourself, I'm going to do this to 10 people. As they're coming out of the store, just say, hi, I'm an Avon representative, and today's Avon Customer Appreciation Day, and I have a basket full of samples. Would you like to pick one? And while they're picking one, you can offer them an Avon brochure. You might want to just chat with them. You could say, I'm a brand new representative. I'm just starting my business, and I'm really excited, and I'd love to be your Avon representative. Can I offer you a brochure? So say that, because people always want to help people. Be friendly, be nice, and offer it up. I'm a brand new Avon representative, and I'm trying to build my business. I'd love to be your Avon lady. Could I offer you a brochure? Now, they're taking your free sample. They're probably going to take your brochure. If they don't take your brochure, you don't want them as a customer anyway, because that's kind of crappy. So that's just me. So that's another way to find. That's called the power of 3. Avon will say, if you approach 3 new people a day, 5 days a week, and gave them an Avon brochure, you will build your customer base. So power of 3. So these are ways to find customers over and above the people you already have. Never neglect customers you have. The cardinal rule is to make a list, and if you haven't done this, I cannot tell you more. I'm going to tell you right now, I have a list. I've been doing this for 13 years. I can't even see this. I have my customer list. I put it on Excel. I printed every campaign. All the scratches off mean they got their brochure of this campaign. I have been doing this for 13 years. I've even had to write people in because I haven't had time to put them in the Excel yet. So these are my customers. These people get a brochure every campaign from me. I block off 2 days, and I do nothing but deliver product and get brochures into people's. I usually hang them on their doors. I tell them I'm a ninja. I just go up and throw it on the door. They never know I'm there. So you need to make your customer list, and it needs to be a constantly active customer list. You have customers now. I don't care if it's your mother, your sister, your best friend. I don't care if it's you, you don't have to do that. But you need to start to make a list. And what I have on my list is I have their names, their phone numbers, and their address, if I'm not positive of their address. And that's when I put them on the list. So most of these people, I know exactly where they live now, but when I first put them on the list, I didn't know where they lived, so I had to put their address in. And it goes on my clipboard, and my clipboard goes with me all the time. This is in my car all the time. The other thing you want in your car and or purse all the time is at least 2 or 3 brochures all the time. That's your store, that's your business. You can't reach it. You can't walk up to somebody and say, hey, I'm an Avon representative. I'd love to be your Avon lady. And they go, great, you got a book? And you go like, no. So, you always have to have brochures. If you're going to invest in your business, you want to invest in your business in brochures. Do not invest in your business buying dresses or jewelry. I know you think if I just wear this adorable dress, people are going to tell me they love my dress, and it's going to give me an opportunity to say it's Avon. Have an Avon brochure. But if you don't have the Avon brochure because you bought the dress and you didn't have enough money to buy the brochures, then okay, that was not a good idea, right? So brochures are the most important thing to buy. Buy brochures. If you have a problem, if you run out of brochures. I know we don't all live really close together. It's, even if I throw them in the mail to you, it's going to be a few days before you get them. I have no problem throwing in the mail to you, but try to be careful in how you spend your money. You know, even if you go out and have like Starbucks 3 times a week, then don't have Starbucks 3 times a week for a while until you can get a stockpile of brochures. You know, if you would like to eat at McDonald's, make yourself a hamburger at home or whatever and save the $7 and buy 10 more brochures. Figure out a way to save some money and invest in brochures, because that's what's going to grow your business. After that, you want to buy samples. Again, the best way to open a conversation with a stranger is, hi, it's Avon Customer Appreciation Day and I have free samples. Would you like to pick one? Well, you have to have samples to do that. So I have numbers for samples. And I kind of went through the samples that I think you would get the most mileage with for the least amount of money. Everybody loves lipstick samples, the little Avon little lipstick things, you know, the whole world, even men make comment. I have even had men say they want to take one of those lipstick samples for their wife, their mother, their daughter. You know, some people have preteen girls, and I've had men, oh, my daughter's 12, she would love a lipstick. Great, have an Avon brochure, because you ain't getting my lipstick without taking a brochure, dude. So anyway, that's just me. All right, so lipstick samples, I'm going to give you some numbers. Don't even worry about the colors. Seriously, just have lipstick samples. 784150. That's one. These are packs of 10. You get 10 little lipsticks. They're $1.25. So $1.25 for 10 little midgies. So the first one is 784150. The second one 546070. 255320. 255464. So that's 4 different shades, $1.25 each. That's $5. If you bought one of each, you spent $5. And then you might want some fragrance samples. So I picked Haiku. Haiku is one of our most popular fragrances. It's 538100. You're going to get 12 of those for 75 cents. And then men, because you know, if you stop a man, you're going to say, hey, we have men's fragrance samples. Take a lipstick home for the little woman, or take a men's sample for yourself. 402321. Those are 99 cents for 12. That's one of our most popular men's fragrances. So even if you just bought those, you would have spent $6.75. For you would have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 samples. For $6.75, you'd have 60 samples to do Customer Appreciation Day with, over and above what you got in your kit. So that's a good deal. Sometimes, and you'll be getting What's News. Those are those big booklets that you get in your orders. Those are for you only. Do not show those to customers. They show products that are coming up in that campaign, or sales of our normal products, that giving you the opportunity to buy those products beforehand. Don't do that. What you want to look for is the samples. Sometimes the samples are on sale. Sometimes they'll have a bundle, 40 samples for $4.99 or whatever. Those are great to take advantage of as well. When they happen, I haven't seen them lately, but they do happen several times a year, to buy that bundle of samples. So that's the way you find customers, over and above your family. Power of 3. 3 people a day, 5 days a week. If you really want to move your business, 5 people a day, 5 days a week. You really, really, really want to move your business, 10 people a day, 5 days a week. But here's the thing, whatever you set, and don't over pressure yourself. Don't say, I'm going to do 20 people a day, 5 days a week. Don't do that. You know, it's like the person who says, I want to lose a lot of weight. So they go to the gym and spend 4 hours, and the next day they can't move, and they think, well, that sucks. I'm never going to exercise again. Well, that, you know, obviously self-defeating. 3 people a day, 5 days a week. But you know, that 5 days a week doesn't end on this coming Friday. That's something you have to do every week. 3 people a day, consistency. Again, you grow your business by perseverance, consistency, treating your customers like you would want to be treated as a customer. If you always get mad and you think, oh, those businesses, they don't know how to treat people, well, here's your opportunity to be the business who does know how to treat people. So treat people well. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Buy little notebooks, sticky notes, whatever it takes. If you tell somebody you're going to call them on Friday, put that alarm. I've known to do that. I put that alarm in my phone. Buzz me 30 minutes before I told that person I was going to call them, and my phone will go off, and it'll say, call Mary. And I'm like, what? Call Mary. Oh, that's right. I told Mary I'd call her. Whatever it takes for you not to forget what you promised somebody. Sticky notes everywhere. You know, set your goal. What's your goal? Sticky notes everywhere. You know, put it in your car, in your visor, you know. President's Club 2019. I'm going to earn $300 a month by the end of the year. Whatever your goal is, it's all doable. You just have to do things consistently. Consistent. Don't quit. And, you know, this whole thing of, well, I'll do it tomorrow, that doesn't work, because I guarantee you, I tried that. You don't do it tomorrow. If you're not going to do it today, you're not going to do it tomorrow. I did that. So the old lady speaking here, I learned. Just do it. 3 people, you can do 3 people in 10 minutes. Just go, you know, go somewhere. Go someplace you haven't been yet. If you've walked around the same, you know, Walmart shopping plaza for the past 3 days, pick a different little area. Go someplace else. Go see new people. Hand out something. Go talk to the teller. And you go to your bank and you make a deposit and you give your teller a sample and or a brochure. That's one of your 3. That counts, unless you've already done it to her 3 times. Then it doesn't count. Okay, if you've already talked to that person, and if she's ordered from you before, that person doesn't count. That's one of your customers. Again, and the other thing is, make your who do I know list. You want to go for 100 people. You want to make a active list, always adding to it. To this day, I'm always adding to my active new customer list, always talking to people, always being out there. That's it. So I don't know. Vela, do you have any questions? I'm going to open your mic, I think. Maybe? Okay, I can't open your mic. Oh, there you are. Do you have a question?
Yes. So if somebody...
I can't. I don't know. Maybe not. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't. I don't know why I can't hear you. We had this problem before. I don't have you muted. Do you have you muted?
No.
Talk. I don't know. This is terrible. Can you type in the chat room?
How would I do that?
All right. I don't know. The reason I couldn't hear before is not the reason this time.
Oh.
I can't hear you. I'm mad. Mute audio. Unmute. All right. You're unmuted.
Hello?
Try again. Talk.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yay.
Okay.
What's your question?
So if somebody orders online through direct delivery, do I still have to send them brochures, or does it automatically do that to them?
They have an opportunity to ask to have a brochure delivered. Do they live near you?
No, she lives across the country.
Okay. First thing you want to do is send her an email and thank her very much for ordering from you. You really appreciate her support in allowing you to be her Avon representative. And ask her, did she have a problem viewing your brochure online? And is that sufficient for her? So I would just ask her. She can view the whole brochure online, and since she lives cross country, I would say, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you fine.
I just got this. My internet is unstable for some stupid reason. So I would ask her, but she can see online. I will, for the most part, just reach out to her and thank her for shopping on your
Okay.
okay? So anytime you get an
Okay.
even if whether oh dear. All right. So okay, I jumped out. I don't know what happened. I hope I didn't lose the recording. All right, Lavella, I'm gonna close out. I'll just say anytime somebody orders from your e-store, whether you know them or not, send them a thank you email. Sometimes people will block their email. They don't want you to get in touch with them. Email. If it's within your means, I would mail them a postcard. You probably will get their address. So if they have a blocked email, suppressed email, that just means they don't want to get Avon's email notifications. If they have an address, you could just send them a little note. I really want to thank you for shopping on my e-store. If you ever had any, yeah. All right. I'll see if you're still there, Novella. Are you there?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to end this. I don't know. My internet is wonky. I don't know why. So I have to figure that out because my internet's never been wonky before. Except AT&T messed with my internet this week. They supposedly have made it better. And now it seems like they didn't succeed because now it's worse. All right, so I'm going to say good night. Anything else, feel free to call me, text me. That's anybody. And hopefully this recorded, hopefully the whole thing has been saved. And I will email this, put it on the YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is just youtube.com/my name, Donna Rahman. And you should find the YouTubes. And there's a bunch of videos up there. So feel free to access any of those. This one will be up if it survived my internet quitting on me. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to end this. So I just want to say bye to Lavella.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Talk to you later. Have a good night. Have a great week, everybody. Call me, text me if you need anything. Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you.